we stop and go, exit?
I just came up.
No, I got heads, that's fine.
Hi, it's Judy here again, and we're at Nudo's farm stand here in Oneonta, and we've got lots of pumpkins, and you can see from the shots we've already taken, we got bountiful gardens. And we're here with Debbie and Nudo. Thanks for joining us, Deb. Thank you. Tell me about your pumpkins. I see a lot of pumpkins out there.
We have about 1,000 pumpkins. Big ones, little ones, Jack-B little, Weeby littles.
Weeby littles?
Yeah, Weeby littles. They got names for everything. White one, orange one, peanut pumpkin.
Peanut pumpkin?
Yeah.
Now, is there a particular pumpkin for baking pies?
Pie pumpkins.
And they're jack-o'-lantern pumpkins too? Or?
Like jack-o'-lanterns, they carve the pie pumpkins. You use. A lot of people use them for ornamentals, but we use them, or other people use them for pie pumpkins. Or they bake them.
How about the pumpkin seeds?
You can eat them out of either kind of pumpkin, a jack-o'-lantern or a pie pumpkin.
They're so cool.
That's the fine.
Wow, so you have lots of these. How can you tell the difference, or do I just ask you if somebody comes and says,
This pumpkin here, it's darker, it's got deeper ridges, it's heavier in weight even, you can tell. And the meat will be a little bit sweeter.
Oh, it is heavy. Oh,
Yeah. And that pumpkin, this is like a little bit jack-o'-lantern. And this here is lighter orange and a longer stem. And it's lighter in weight even.
Wow. So how many do you have out there? 1,000?
Over 1,000, well over 1,000.
And what are your hours that people can come shop here?
9 to 6, Monday through Sunday.
Monday through Sunday?
Yeah, and we're open till December 30th.
Monday through Sunday, so every day?
Every day.
Order
Monday through Sunday.
Yeah.
Theme tomorrow,
7
yellow
days.
pumpkin snow.
And you're open until Thanksgiving?
No,
Or Christmas?
we're open till December 30th. Yeah.
So that's a long.
Yes. Long
It's
season.
the whole harvest season?
Yes. Yes.
Wow, so then also we have apple cider, and you guys make this here too?
Yeah, we press about 400 to 600 gallons a week. There's no preservatives in it. The only thing we do is UV process it because it's a state law now, but there's no preservatives, and we just pressed again yesterday.
And the perfect thing that goes with them, that
donuts.
everybody loves.
Yes.
So who makes the donuts?
I make the donuts.
So you're the one that's trying to make the donuts?
Yes, I will smell like cinnamon for like the next 3 months.
Oh,
But we make them every day.
they're so
and
delicious. They're really good.
Last year we sold about 60,000 donuts. We only make them in the fall.
60,000 donuts.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot of bacon. So you're a busy,
Yeah.
busy lady because you're running this whole operation.
Yep.
Plus this.
Yep, but I don't mind doing the donuts. It's fun.
Yeah.
People enjoy them.
Yeah, they are delicious. Behind us we have this plethora of apples, and I'm looking forward to taking some home so we can make a pie later today for the show. And you got Max, you got Cortland, you got John Max, and which ones are the best for a pie at this time of year?
Right now, I would say the Cleon, Pippins, and Cortlands. And then as time progresses through the season, it's going to change either reds and Northern spies. Cortlands are a staple for everybody.
Okay. I like to eat Cortlands too.
Yeah, people like to eat Cortlands, make applesauce and pies. But it's an all-purpose apple. But Cortlands are not a good keeping apple. So later on in the season, when we get the Ida Reds and Northern spies, people like to buy them for the winter.
That's good.
Yeah.
Keep them in the cellar or something.
Yeah,
like that,
someplace cold, yeah. The colder the better.
Oh, well, that's great. Thanks so much for having us.
You're welcome.
And yeah, I'm going to take some of those home and we'll be
And make a pie.
making apple pie. And if you have us again, we'd like to come again. And
Anytime.
everyone's
You
alive.
can.
Because we like
Keep
the
you
fresh
posted.
produce. Thanks a lot, Deb. Well, I'm Judy Tompkins here at Fresh Start, and we'll see you in a few minutes. We'll be in the kitchen.
We didn't do that. It was, Jeff Taylor from,
Hi, welcome back to Fresh Start. We're here in the kitchen, my daughter-in-law Kayla and I, and we're going to use these Pippin apples, the biggest apple you ever
every
saw. They are enormous, and I never heard of them before.
Me neither.
Well, Debbie at Anudos told me they're called pippins, and that they're the favorite this time of year to make.
So they're the best apples?
For
to
this
make
time of
apple pie.
year, yeah. She said later in the year are different. You know, some people like Cortland's later or whatnot. And I've always eaten Cortland's, but I've never heard of those. And I think that they're going to make a pretty good pie.
We'll
They
find
feel
out.
pretty good. We will find out. So what we got to do is, first of all, give me a bowl there, if you would please. And we're going to put five cups of apples into this pie. So we're going to run out the base first. So first, we're going to peel those apples. Let me grab you a knife. The parer for the apples, and I'll get started on some of the seasonings. Now, last time we made apple pies, it was just around before the holiday season, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we put sugar, cinnamon, right? And whatnot in them. What else? A little cornstarch, I think,
Yeah.
and salt. Okay, I'm looking at the recipe here. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do what? 5 or 6 cups of apples, 2/3 a cup sugar, and some salt, cornstarch, cinnamon, nutmeg. Okay, so while you're peeling away, I bring in the big cheat bowl and show our viewers all the apples that we already have. So we have these all cut up, and we're going to add seasonings. Now, if you have one of those apple peeler things,
Yeah, those are handy.
they are handy.
You're just
but-
making me work.
I know, but you know, mine didn't work. When I tried to do them earlier, it wasn't working. Sometimes if the apples are too big, or if the consistency isn't just right,
They're too soft.
yeah, they fall apart. So I had a big mess all over my hands, and then so I was double peeling, etc. So I just ended up taking apart the whole thing and just doing them all myself. Hence, we have all these beautiful apples.
Yes.
So you can set that aside, and we'll throw in some of these
Okay.
things. What do we have? First, we have the sugar, which is 2/3. We're going to double. You know, if you're going to get all this trouble, double your recipe. So instead of 1/3 a cup sugar, you can use 2/3, or if you like it a little sweeter, use 1 cup. I think we have about 2/3 in here. And then we're going to put in some salt, and we're going to put in about a quarter teaspoon of salt. And we're going to put in a tablespoon and a half of cornstarch, because when the juices start to go, that cornstarch will hold it together. Will give it some body. And we got 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. We need also a 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. And you can put more cinnamon if you like, but I don't think our guys like cinnamon so much, right? Okay, so we've got the big spoon here, and we can put that in now. And sometimes if the apples are real dry, I put milk in it before.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, sometimes, just, you know, like maybe a quarter cup or so, you know.
Okay.
But I also like to put about a teaspoon of vanilla or whatever in there, just to add to the taste. I don't know, it pulls out some of those apple flavors, which I like. I think it's pretty good. That's pretty nice. And some people will put, you know, they'll make their pie crust, and then they'll put their apples in, and then put the sugar and cinnamon on.
So
But
like
I-
in layers, kind
Yeah, they do layers or whatever.
Okay.
I don't do that. I mix
Me
it
neither.
all together and then dump it into our pie crust, and also maybe put a little butter on it. Let's put some vanilla in here too, and then that'll be all ready. And you can make this the day before or whatever if you want to. And then my mother-in-law, Grandma Tompkins, sometimes she'll freeze this. She'll take the mixture and freeze it, so she'll have it and be able to make a fresh pie instead of freezing the whole pie, which could be a good idea, because your crust sometimes when you freeze it, you know, you compromise the crust. So that looks really good. And we're gonna get over there to the Cuisinart, and we're gonna make the pie crust. Now with that pie crust, we're gonna use 5 1/3 cups of flour.
Okay.
And because we use butter that's salted, I only add like a teaspoon of salt.
Okay.
And so let's head over there and do that now.
Okay.
So the big cheat is on. We've got the pie crust, and we did it in the food processor in like 10 seconds.
Pretty easy.
No. Do you want to dust some flour in here, and I'll dump this out? Here it is, right there. honey. Put some down. And now some people, you might want to fridge this, but if you work quickly, you don't have to. I don't know if we can work that quickly. We got 4 crusts going. knife to cut this in pieces, but ooh, it feels good. Feel that? Feels pretty good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna divide and conquer. Okay, do we have enough? I'm gonna take some of your flour, and you've got some flour. This is teensy tiny knife, and I'm gonna give you the bigger piece.
Okay.
And you're gonna make 2 crusts out of that, Kayla.
Okay.
So you might wanna divide yours again, now.
Now 2 crusts, you mean a bottom and a top?
Right,
Okay.
right. So we got the bottom and the top going here. And you've got a cute French rolling pin. And I've got the big bonker rolling pin over here.
Yes.
Ooh, let me give you one of those pie pans. You're gonna need that too. Beautiful. Feels good.
Yeah.
And just move it around so you get that round. And the big key is don't overwork it. So you should be able to do this with a couple
So
rolls.
less is more?
Yeah,
Okay.
like you're rolling a lot there. I would stop your rolling.
Uh-oh, so
Yeah,
flip it over?
Yeah, flip it over and give it like 2 more rolls, 2 pushes to make it long and fat. Uh-oh, I'm sticking already to my rolling pin. That's a bad sign, but that's okay. We can piece it together. No worries in the kitchen here. Okay. We grab that. Let me show you something.
Now is
that
mine
did.
too thick?
It looks pretty thick, but it's gonna work. Let me show you something that Beth did.
Okay.
She took and she rolled on whip. Look at that. Then she moved this on over.
Oh, that's a nice
Yeah.
little trick. Because I
Isn't
always
that-
have trouble moving it from the
Yeah, isn't that a
table.
good idea?
Yeah, that's very nice.
So give that a try and see if that can get you right in there.
Let's move it over a little bit.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah, isn't that
nice. Easy as pie.
Yeah, isn't it? It's so cool. So, and then stretch out your ends. If you get them over like me, then cut some of that off.
Okay.
If it's not too much, because we still got to do the top layer. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, I'm going to grab, while you're finishing that up, I'm going to grab the 4-cup measure. Put some of these apples in here, because I'm going to do about 5 of those. About 5 cups of apples. Dad always said that I put too many apples. My apple pies are too big. And I'm like, hey, if you're going, like again, if you're going to all that trouble, bigger's better, more's better, but no, he thought it was too puffy. So I'm trying to downsize here. We'll see if this is successful. Okay, so I'm going to pour this 4 cups of apple pie. Okay, so to me that looks a little meager. Looks a little meager. I think I want to
It's
put.
full.
You do? You think it looks full?
Yeah.
Okay, you're ready for your apples, aren't you?
I am.
I'm going to take some of yours first.
Here she goes
Just
again.
a cup, just a cup. If you got any little juices, hand them back to me. Ooh, they look good. That looks good. I think that looks fine. Okay. Oh, good. You have
That's
some.
pretty full.
Yeah? I'll take some of yours.
Okay. That's
If you
not
want,
bad.
yeah, if you want some of that overflow. Oh gosh, yeah. And squash them down if you want. You want my big spoon? Maybe I could make some little tartlets or something. Because I have some pie crust left over from earlier too. Here, want to take those, please? Okay, cool. Cool. Wonderful, look at that. Oh gosh, nice. I'm excited. Okay, now we got to roll the top.
Okay.
This must be my other one. Ooh, we don't have much flour left. Got enough flour? If not, you can just go into the counter there because I have lots of flour, as you know, all the way to the left. Here's your
A
zipper.
little more.
Yeah, just in case. Okay, so once again, remember, the quicker the better.
So I get a second shot, huh?
Yeah, always. There are no mistakes in cooking. It's an art. It just comes along. So I'll move my crust over here. Oh, that's pretty good. Sometimes I would fork the edges, but most recently I've just been cutting any big excess out and just working the crust together.
Is that too much or no?
No, just don't add any more flour. Yeah, make it a little bit fatter, I think you'll have a better success with that. That looks pretty good. One more roll.
One more?
Yeah. Okay, now roll it back and roll it on top. Yeah. Thank you, Beth. Yeah, that was a good thing to do. Wonderful.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Isn't that neat? Yeah,
She's a lifesaver.
she is. Yeah, that blueberry pie was so delicious too. It's on YouTube now, guys. Finally, finally, if you look on our Facebook there, Fresh Start with Judy, you'll find Beth's blueberry pie. Okay, so there we have it. And I'm just gonna vent this thing. I'm not too fancy on the edges. You can be. Do you want a fork or are you just doing your edges like
Just
home
pinch
style
them,
too?
yeah.
That works. There's nothing like homemade pie. Okay, so we have our oven at 450 degrees and we're gonna do that for 10 minutes and then we're going to put it down to 350 degrees for 35 to 45 minutes. Okay. Sometimes I make initials. Today I'm gonna make like a sunburst. It's a beautiful fall day out there.
Oh, yes.
Isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That looks good.
All pretty colors.
I know, it's gorgeous. I'll get some shots of that later too. Ooh, nice, nice. Well, maybe I will grab a fork and fork my edges, something different there. Nice, nice. Pippin apples. So there you have it. You know, the Granny Smiths and the Spies, and now a new one for me, Pippins. Great too. Ooh, and I'm gonna just take some of this milk and brush the top. If you want to do that, you can do it too. Do you want some of this? Well, I take about 2 tablespoons on this, and then it kind of just finishes up that brownish color coming out.
So it looks and tastes good.
Yeah, should be. Looks good, Kayla.
Thank you.
Wow. Gets easier, doesn't it? So it starts to...
So this is my second pie of the season. My first one was just last week. It turned out pretty good.
Good, good. Well, your husband's going to be thrilled.
Yes. Here we go.
Okay, we'll stick these in the oven. And like I said, that's going to be 450 degrees
For 10 minutes.
Yeah, and then we're going to put it down to 350. So we're going to take a break right now. Stay with us, and we'll try some apple pie when we come back. Well, this one's done, and we got another one out earlier. So we're back here with the apple pies, and Kayla and I are just ready to try a piece of the apple pies that we made. I cut a piece here, Kayla.
This is the best part.
For you. Well, wait a minute, it gets better. I also made this gelato last night.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, this is just with farm fresh milk. That's the one thing about gelato. It doesn't have all that fat, so you can have all that ice cream without all that fat.
Don't tell me that.
Well, it's just made with milk. It isn't made with cream. Now, it's also made though with my farm fresh milk, which has probably got a little bit more cream. But it's got some more fat, but it's not all cream. It's got the protein too. So let's try this out right now.
Okay.
The pie is still warm. Mm-hmm. Grab a little ice cream, pie.
Very good.
Very good. So Pippin apples do make good pies.
Yes.
That's a mouthful. Pippin apples make good pies. Can you say that, Pippin apples?
I want to try.
Well, I'm Judy Tompkins here at Fresh Start. Join us again at Fresh Start. Thank you.
There's a mad science show on right now.
I know.
Hi, welcome back to Fresh Start. Judy Tompkins here again, and I'm here with Reese Grandstad, and he is a master sculptor with himself, right? You're representing yourself here at the Pumpkin Fest. And this is the sculpture that he's done. How do you get started with this? How did you do that?
Well,
It all starts with a pumpkin. You really don't know what you want to do until you see your pumpkin. When you see the shape, then you just kind of come up with stuff in your head. It has to, you have to be able to adapt because you get this vision in your head. Like, when I started this, I'm like, I want to do a guy smiling, right? But I don't really know any of the other details. So you just start going, and as you go, you progress, and you see something. So you work on that for a little while. It's just an adaptive process.
Does he have a name?
He does not. You're welcome to name him.
Oh, really? Do you get to know them after a while, and then you start to think somebody or of somebody, or you get a vision?
No, you just kind of work with what you got in your head. There's not really a vision. I wasn't inspired by anything. I just saw this pumpkin. It's actually upside down. I sat with it right side up for a little while and was like, I'm just not seeing it. I don't see what I can do with this. So I'm like, flipped it upside down. All right. He's got big fat cheeks, narrow little head up top. So I worked with it. I just kind of.
It looks very lifelike.
Yeah, well, thank you. A little cartoony, you know, I like to keep it a little abstract.
And those are all your different tools down there.
Yeah, I use an assortment of clay and pottery carving tools.
How long did it take to do this?
I've got about 5.5 hours into it, I'd say. I started yesterday evening, you know, so.
Well, it looks really neat.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Do you carve other things too?
No, in fact, this is the third pumpkin I've ever done.
Really?
I'm an engineer by trade. I'm not really an artist by profession. I just do this in my free time.
Very nice. Well, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome.
All right.
Alright, everybody can hear me. I'm not real loud. Show them the I don't want it to be loud. Alright, sounds like we're good.
There's your zombie.
Let's hear you, Pirates. Remember me, your brother? Alright, here we go.
I like to put a hand guard on the pirate sword. That way, when the other blades are trying to hit you, I say, hold on to that blade. Thank you. Back. All right, we're ready for that. All right, let's hear your best. Ooh, that's good.
Welcome back to Fresh Start. I'm Judy Tompkins here, and we're at the Pumpkin Fest here in Norwich. And I just met my new friend Deb here, who's at the Shenango County Made in Shenango
Yes.
Gallery and Gift Shop.
Yes.
The beautiful things here.
Thank you.
She herself makes quilts. And what else do you have going on here?
We have jewelry. We have 3 artists who make jewelry here, and we have pottery. We have pine needle baskets. We
I
have
have to say that jewelry is beautiful too, and I've seen that some of it you can even make custom.
yes. Oh yes, they will make it. They will make
Beautiful
it to order. Yes, we have photographers. We have artists, watercolor artists. We have potters. We have woodworkers.
And a lot of these things are framed already,
Yes.
ready to buy.
Yes. Yes, they are. So a little bit of everything, and most everyone here will custom make for you. It's knitted items, soap, and pot.
It's beautiful stuff.
Yes,
It's really
yes. We have Fojo's coffee roasters. They're sold here. That is a local coffee roaster in Shenango County. We have Kudik's honey. We have Cook's maple syrup. So a little bit of everything.
Candles and
Yes,
soaps.
yes.
And of course your quilts.
Yes, my quilts. They're all made by local artists, and it's a cooperative. We all take turns working here, and share.
Stuff's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
And it's all unique. Every gift is unique.
Yes, it is.
And you offer
Yes,
gift
it is.
wrapping too?
And we have boxes. We can do gift wrapping. Yes.
Beautiful, beautiful. So go down here on Main Street, Norwich,
Yes.
and check them out.
Thank you.
What are you making?
Just some little nesting bowls.
Oh, neat.
I make different sizes, and then when they're all fired, I see what fits inside the other. I make a set of 4 little
And are you the artist that's displayed in there?
Yeah.
And your name is?
Dean Dixon.
Okay, I saw your work. Beautiful, beautiful stuff you have in there.
Thank you. I should have my business card.
Now, do you have to fire those up?
Yes, these first get bisqued, which is a pre-firing, and they takes all the moisture out and really makes them stiff enough, and then we glaze them and do another firing. These are stoneware, which goes to a very high temperature, where our final firing goes up to 2,300 degrees Fahrenheit.
So, in other words, they're dishwasher, oven, and microwave proof.
Yes.
Wonderful.
And really, when it's fired, it becomes ceramic, and it really is more like a glass than it is clay. Once you're firing, you cannot turn it back into clay.
Well, that makes sense.
Take this little piece off, and I got the rest of my clay I can make more. So you just keep. Now, if I was going to make mugs, a lot of times I'll take lumps of clay and weigh them out. So they're all the same size. And then I put one mug or one lump at a time and make my mug. And then pull that off.
Now look at that. And there you have it. Lovely. Let's get a whole batch of bowls. Well, thank you for showing us.
You're welcome.
Little puppy. The kids are having a good time today.
In Northern Ireland, and this happened to be my grandmother, Bridget Sarah from back in 1911 when she was 23 years old, born in Vermont, and she headed to her USA. She ended up in Norwich, New York, and she stayed at the McGill boarding house.
Yeah, that's scarecrow.
Let's look at all the rest of it and see what happens. Next
Also, Blue Western Space Painters and caricature artists, Elvis Struggle.